I hope you guys can hear me. I am trying to get this video out before I change my mind. As things intensify, God is on the move. As the enemy is being exposed almost daily now. The truth about Russia that your enemies don't want brought into the light will soon come out into the open light. No, I'm not a fascist. I don't take sides. Moving on. As the USA listened, as we all would tune in, as we still do, our radios, our TVs, our internet, all we hear is Russia, Russia constantly coming from the enemy's mouth. Russia interfered with the US elections. Russia tried to set up the Hunter Biden laptop situation. And there was also another scenario pertaining to Trump and a laptop. Russia is at fault for the war in Ukraine. The truth on why the enemy keeps blaming, Russia, 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 for everything will soon come out. You don't have to believe me. But if you followed me on my previous channels to where we are now on this channel, because God doesn't lie. So allegedly, my analysis, I could say I channeled it through remote view, or I could just break it down to factual information. Either way, this is what it is. Vladimir Putin has receipts. I'm sorry, but he has lots of receipts and proof against the Obama administration and the Biden administration. Hillary Clinton's and the dark abyss as one. Deceitful bargains they tried to make with Russia, these individuals I mentioned and more, because they really needed a favor from Vladimir Putin, the leader of Russia. I see that a lot of crimes were committed in Russia by, do I want to say it, by politicians from the West. The CIA and Federal Bureau of Investigations, not all, but some in that organization, needed Putin to help hide these crimes, to perhaps bury up the hatchet, cover up, correct. And what you don't know is Putin didn't agree with the globalist agenda, never had, planned on agreeing, and never will agree to the globalist agenda or anything or anyone connected to their establishment. So the deals were broken off. And the globalists thought they had Putin in their hand like candy, but they were wrong. Not everybody falls for the agendas that they give. I could think of a few leaders that have in the UK and France, but moving on. Anyway, the establishment needs to shut Vladimir Putin up because they know that Putin knows, okay? They know that Putin has this information, right? They know that. And soon, all of Putin's evidence will be put out for all to see. In a matter of time, he is going to lay it out there. He's been really quiet with the information and really never planned on using it to hurt anyone. But since everybody wants to Russia, 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 now's the time. Because the proxy war isn't ending, and we're not going to get into that whole spill of things, right, Zelensky? Okay. Anyways, the information that Putin has against the establishment, the globalists, will crash the heads of these enemies, many of them. The dark establishment, if you'd like. Many governments around the world are about to shake globally. Not just here in the US. Oh no. France, UK, maybe even Germany, and a few other places. As these governments are scared, they are going to be exposed for their dirty deeds, and it will be soon. For all of the dirty crimes they have committed and money they were getting paid by the American tax dollar, by you and I. We were paying them. Keep that in mind. So now the dirty globalists are trying to make deals with President Trump. You see this one coming into the White House, that one coming into the White House, giving Trump fist pumps. You know who I'm talking about, macaroni, Starmer, Darmer, the Stormer, Oh yeah. If they give up deals involving the deep state, they would be saved by their destruction, is what they believe. Here in the US, several, and around globally, several. But I don't think they're going to be able to save face. Because every day the Trump administration are finding more evidence, paper trails, that these snakes, when they shed their skin, they're leaving it behind. And where they've been hiding money laundering in these foreign accounts and these nice homes, okay, they are seeing a paper trail to where the money is leading back to Ukraine, okay, and a few other places. The most important thing, these countless crimes and shady deals. Remember this, men dying. That's all I can tell you. Anyways, these shady deals are coming from foreign enemies, not just here in the US, but foreign enemies. Proxy war, hint, hint, with the establishment to strengthen their own resistance. Do you understand now? Including attacking within American soil. The administration are learning, the current administration that is, they're learning of who all the top dogs are. The dirty dogs. The ones that piss in your fireplace. Macaroni, I saw that. That was a hilarious clip, okay. Including the architects of his assassination attempts. So the trail is leading back to some sources that were involved with planting the seeds of his assassination attempts and all the fraud around it. So now it's time to clean out the snakes, I see, and it will be nationwide, who have been causing proxy wars and destruction globally. The horrific crimes that have been secretly hidden in Africa, Egypt, will be exposed. The truth to why we are seeing third world countries, the truth is going to come out. As they were designed by the globalist establishment to see how effective it would be to weaken nations. You better remember that. To bring in their total control. The globalist agenda will soon surface and destroyed. As soon as it does surface, it's going to be destroyed in front of our own eyes. And the snakes will scatter like rats in all directions. So things are going to get uncomfortable for you and I for the world to see, okay? For all of us who aren't falling for the agenda BS. But remember this, God will comfort you. He will give you rest and give you peace of mind, and you must trust him in these times. Thanks for listening.